A very good morning. We have done the topic latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. After that, you can see in the textbook page there is some conversion. As you know that boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade. Here 373 Kelvin is written. See, here degree is not there. Take care when you are writing. Degree Kelvin is not correct. You have to write only K. How to convert centigrade into Kelvin and Kelvin into centigrade? There is some conversion. Here a simple one is given and rest all will be given in the exercise. That time we will go through. 100 degrees centigrade to be converted into Kelvin, it should be added with 273. 100 degree is equal to 273 plus 100 is equal to 373 Kelvin. Just a simple. Then more examples will go through in the exercise. Here they are asking latent heat of fusion is given and just try to define latent heat of vaporization. That you can do from the above paragraph. Today I am going to attempt this new topic, solid to be converted into liquid by heating, liquid to be converted into gaseous state by heating, and gaseous state to be converted into liquid by cooling, liquid state to be converted into solid again by cooling. Here what is going on? Here we are increasing and decreasing the temperature. Okay, so now read the lines. We infer that the state of matter can be changed into another state by changing the temperature. So remember this temperature, especially cooling, reducing temperature, that will be linked with the next topic. We have learned that substances around us change state from solid to liquid and from liquid to gas on application of heat. But there are some that change directly from solid state to gaseous state and vice versa. Vice versa means from gaseous to solid state without changing into liquid state. For that you have to perform this activity 1.13. Here we are taking camphor or ammonium chloride. I am taking camphor to show you. Crush it and put it in a china dish and arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. What you have to do? You have to ammonium chloride solidified, cotton plug. Okay, this everything you will explain, you will get in the activity. Now you have to heat slowly and observe. What do you infer from the above activity? Let me give you conclusion and after that I will show you activity. A change of state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state or vice versa is called sublimation. This is one definition of sublimation, and the substance which we are using in china dish, here we have used camphor and ammonium chloride. Both are called sublimative substance. Even I tell you the one well-known sublimative substance which you are using at your home. You put some balls in your wardrobe or in your clothes. Which balls are there? Naphthalene balls. Have you observed naphthalene balls after some days? The naphthalene balls will be reduced in size. That means it is converted into gas. It won't convert into liquid state. Okay, now let us perform this activity 1.13 which shows you sublimation process. Now I will perform activity 1.13. For that I need ammonium chloride. Instead of ammonium chloride I can use camphor. These are camphor, and if I open it, it will be this way, okay, in cube form. Then china dish, funnel, spirit lamp, wire gauze and this setup, tripod. Okay. Now I will take instead of ammonium chloride also you can take, but camphor you can see more result. I crush camphor. This experiment is to see the change in state of matter from solid to gas. As we know that when we heat any solid, now you have to crush. As we know that when we heat any solid, it converts into liquid, and heating liquid it converts into gas. One more result is there, when solid, this is solid, converts directly into gas. When I heat this mixture, this camphor, it will not convert into liquid, but it will convert into gas. What I have to do, I have to take this in the china dish, I have to put inverted funnel and cotton plug to put on the stem of funnel, so that whatever gas is produced, whatever smoke is coming, it won't go out, so that the smoke which is produced or liberated cannot comes out, or it cannot go away from the funnel. Now the setup is like this way. You have to put it an inverted funnel over the dish. You have to light the spirit lamp. And you have to see the heating of camphor. After heating, you can see the white fumes are coming out. And when I take out, you can see the inside of the funnel, some deposition of white particles. See, white particles are there. If I cool it, I will be getting again camphor. So you can see here the smoke is coming out. That smoke is of burning, that smoke is for burning of camphor. Solid state converts directly to gaseous state. This conversion from solid to gas is called sublimation. That method is called sublimation, and the substance is called sublimative substance. If you would have been here, then it smelled very nice in laboratory, and all of you know what is camphor. After cooling down, so you can see very clearly the camphor is deposited in the internal part of the funnel. And this dish also you can see there is no liquid. There is no liquid. We have kept camphor here and we have heated. So solid doesn't converts into liquid but directly converts into gaseous state. Such process is called sublimation. If I scrap it, I will get it again. See, if I scrap it, I will get camphor again. Now gaseous converts into solid, that we say deposition. Okay, this way I will get camphor again. This way, as it is. This process from gaseous to solid, it is called deposition, and from solid to gas is called sublimation. The next topic is effect of change of pressure. Okay, we have done about temperature. Now let us go for pressure. You know very well, if we put pressure on any object, what happens? Its size change, its volume change, many changes are there. So here they are asking, is there is effect of pressure on all the states of matter? You can say yes. Another question they will be asking, can we change the state of matter? That means from gas to liquid and liquid to solid? The answer is yes. So let us read the lines. We have already learned that difference in various states of matter is due to the difference in the distances between the constituent particles. What will happen when we start putting pressure and compress a gas enclosed in a cylinder? Remember, in the first or second lecture, I have shown you the structure of molecules of solid liquid gas. There was spaces in between the molecules of liquid and a gas, and negligible space was there in the solid. So what are we doing with these molecules? If we apply pressure, the molecules come closer. Let us read the lines. Will the particles come closer? Yes. Do you think that increasing or decreasing the pressure can change the state of matter? Again, yes. Here in figure, you can see the first part. The spaces are more when we press it, and there is a piston to press it. See children, this we are not doing with our hand, okay? These all are mechanics with the machines. Okay, now here cylinder, if I do more pressure, then the space between the molecules reduces and the molecules come closer to each other. Second, you can see the space is less. In the third figure, the space is very less. That means we are able to compress the molecules more and more closer. So two things are there: applying pressure and reducing temperature. I told you to remember the cooling part in the previous thing. Is it? So what two things are necessary? Applying pressure and reducing temperature can liquefy gases. Do you remember anything with the liquefy word? LPG. Is it? What is the full form of LPG? It is liquefied petroleum gas, which you are using at your home. In that the gases are liquefied in this way. CNG is a compressed natural gas. So all the gases are converted into liquid by applying pressure and reducing temperature. One more example is there about solid carbon dioxide. Have you heard about solid carbon dioxide, CO2? It is stored under high pressure. Solid CO2 gets converted directly to gaseous state on decrease of pressure to 1 atmosphere. Here blue flower is given. Okay, that means this more explanation of 1 atmosphere is given down this page in small written things. Okay, so you can read it. 1 atmosphere. We all live in 1 atmospheric pressure. What does it mean, 1 atmospheric pressure? The pressure exerted by the gases present in the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure. It is not exactly 1, but it is 1.01 into here down written values are written, so you can go through it. Let us come to the lines. Without CO2 gets converted directly to gaseous state on decrease of pressure to 1 atmosphere without coming into liquid state. Where this carbon dioxide is used? Any idea? This is used in fire extinguisher. Okay, so when it comes out, it becomes gaseous state and without coming in contact with the liquid state. This is the reason that solid carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. Thus, we can say that pressure and temperature, please underline, determine the state of substance, whether it will be solid, liquid or gas. Now this figure is very important. What does it know? What can we know from this figure? Interconversion of 3 states of matter. You can see solid, liquid and gas and arrows. Above arrows words are written and that are processes. Let us go for the first part. Solid to liquid. Okay, see the arrow properly. Solid to liquid, which is their fusion. Okay, you know solid to liquid, melting, but let us learn the new word, fusion. Liquid to gas, vaporization, and which word you know for this? Evaporation. Gas to solid. See here sublimation is written. You just cut down and write down deposition. Okay. Now let us go back. Solid to gas, sublimation. Gas to liquid, condensation. liquid to solid, solidification. Okay, please make it important, write down important and remember the process, because these questions are to be asked for 1 mark. Okay, please read this down. Information for atmosphere is a unit of measuring pressure exerted by a gas. The unit of pressure of Pascal, P is capital, A is small. 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.01 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. The pressure of air in atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure. At sea level it is 1. Read it. Okay. The next topic will be evaporation.